Hey everyone, it's Alexander Concepcion with Taco Street Locating, where I help people find apartments in Austin. If you find this guide useful, hit me up on the website so I can help you out. This is my guide to Swanky restaurants in Austin. So, not to sound too cocky, but I'm the kind of person you want to take food advice from. I'm pretty serious about this stuff. I eat well. People around me eat well. I've spent the last 8 years exploring the best food in Austin. So this is my guide on where to eat well. All of my recommendations are going to be good. I've either been there or have had really good recommendations from people. But in the vast majority of cases, these are places I've been to. Let's just dive into it. Starting west of downtown, you have one of my favorite places, a lesser known restaurant called Nightcap. The first time I came here was after a special type of event here in Peace Park called the Yours Birthday. I came here after kind of a rowdy day with some fun materials, if you will. So, Nightcap is kind of just like a sexy night lounge, date spot, restaurant with good cocktails, good ambiance, kind of some good purple and black energy, if that makes any sense. I've been here a few times. I like it a lot. Next to it, you have Lin Asian and Dim Sum. Some really good Chinese dim sum. They go on like weekday for brunch. Really fun, really good food, and cool like cozy like bar type setting like in a house. So this place isn't even a dinner spot, but Swedish Hill is like bougie breakfast brunch coffee shop. Really interesting location. It's expensive, but it's really good food. Everything they do is really high quality. So for bougie breakfast, this is a really good spot. This place, Josephine House, it's kind of been off my radar. I know everyone who has been there has really liked it. This is a super fancy spot. Eventually, I'm going to take my parents here. But my opinion's not there yet because I haven't been. But I know it's going to be a really good one. Key is probably the best Chinese place in Austin. That's kind of all I have to say about it. Olami does really good southern food. They have a lot. They have a spinoff that came during the pandemic called Little Ola's Biscuits, where they do really good high-end biscuit sandwiches. But it's one of the only kind of higher-end restaurants that's in this part of downtown, kind of between UT and downtown. Hestia, man, there's a few places I haven't been to. From all of the foodie people I know, Hestia is one of the absolute favorite places they've been. I still haven't been there. Probably should have started off this video with more places I've been to rather than recommendations. Past I've been to a few times. Really good cocktails. Good Monday night burger special. Cool classic like early 20th century energy going on there. Lonesome Dove is named after I think fictional brothel. But they specialize in hyper local like Texas game food. So if your dad's coming into town and he likes westerns and meat, this is a great spot. Let's see. Here on Rainy Street, the only like good restaurant I would say, Emmer and Rye, is really interesting. I once went there for like this Caribbean brunch that was really good. But overall, the food here is really good. It's probably gonna be the best spot on Rainy Street for like high end dining. I know somewhere in here is Comedor, another Mexican restaurant that has gotten really good reviews. I haven't been there yet, so I'm not going to go that deep into it. So now getting to East Austin, which is my favorite eating neighborhood. You have another really good breakfast spot, Paperboy. It's just bougie breakfast. Just good high-end American food, cocktails, coffee, teas, baked goods, sandwiches. It used to be a food truck, and they've kind of just exploded in popularity. It's kind of hard to get in without a reservation. It's really good food overall. Rosewood is really beautiful location in a classic Texas house here on East 11th. They're very local with their regional food. It's just a cool place to hang out, and they've got aggressively flamingo themed bathrooms that are a lot of fun. Nightcap Taqueria. I thought I'd throw these guys in because this is a James Beard Award-winning taco shop. I've never heard of James Beard Award-winning taco shops ever, but this is the only one. They do bougie high-end tacos. They're pricey, but they're super, super interesting. Check it out if you're in that area. Probably one of my favorite restaurants in the entire city is this one, Daidu. Daidu is part butcher shop, part restaurant, part breakfast shop, a little grocery store. It's extremely high quality, hyper local Texas cuisine. The guy behind this, Jesse Griffiths, was on Joe Rogan's podcast talking about hog hunting. He's got a book out. That place is really good. Then getting more into East Austin along East 6. Suerte is arguably the best restaurant in Austin. It's obscenely high-end Mexican food where you can really see how far Mexican food has come in terms of high-end dining cuisine. I think Mexican food is the best food in the Western Hemisphere, and if you think that's a crazy statement, come here and you'll understand why. They're just doing stuff at a whole different level. Everything is great about this place. The cocktails, the mezcal, tequilas, the wine, the desserts. They have a Choco Taco there. It's a lot of fun. Right across the street from Suerte, you have the really interesting place of Vixen's Wedding that does go-in food, which is a hybrid of Indian and Portuguese food. It's a really sexy restaurant inside. It kind of feels like a Burning Man camp in restaurant form. I like it a lot. Right nearby is Canje, which is a really good Caribbean restaurant. Even being from Miami, I've never seen high-end Caribbean food done. This place does it. It's really good. It's the same restaurant group as Emmer and Rye. I like this place a lot. A few blocks down, you have Oseo. Oseo, I think, should be more popular than what it is. It's a Korean spot. I haven't seen a lot of, again, high-end. It's one of those cuisines you don't see a lot. You see a lot of the cheap or medium price food, but you don't see a lot of the high-end stuff. This is high-end Korean. It's a really beautiful restaurant, great food, cocktails. I love this seafood soup they do there, the Sondubu Jjigae. Further on Cesar Chavez, you got these two Italian spots, Juniper and Intero. Both are really good on their own right. I think this one's more of a central Italian, or I forget which regions both are, but both are just really good restaurants. And like, I like these restaurants here because they don't get nearly the same attention as downtown restaurants. So they just feel cozier and homier and less like a place that people are there just to be seen. So all these are going to be good options. Sushi Bar is one of the best sushi experiences you could have. My friend runs this spot. I would describe her as the sushi queen of Austin. And just to throw in another spot here, Bento Picnic isn't like a fancy restaurant, but it's really amazing Japanese bento lunch food. My friend Leanne runs this place. She has a great story. Her food's amazing. I would describe this as like high-end fancy lunch. So yeah, we'll put it on the map. It's there. If you do go to Bento Picnic, tell Leanne I sent you, and then get some of the miso chocolate chip cookies, and you will thank me. They also have a pretty cool wine shop in the back. It's pretty fun. Check that out. Further down, this is my favorite restaurant in Austin. I'm obsessed with it. I wouldn't call it the best restaurant in Austin, but it is my favorite. Everything the Tatsu-Ya people do, I'm obsessed with. I always describe this place as the unholy love child between a Japanese izakaya and a Texas smokehouse. They have these super fun fusions between like Japanese and Texas food that you can't find anywhere else. It's a really fun place to be, to hang out. The happy hour pricing they have there is like theft. You can get a really good meal between two people under $50 each. The cocktails are really, just everything about this place is a fun experience. Go there, bring your friends there, you'll thank me. Further, you have Justine's. It's a really cool French spot. The food is really high end, but it's a casual East. It's like France meets East Austin, which is perfect. It's everything you've never known, you've always wanted. So I think that wraps it up for East Austin. Now getting into South Austin. On South Congress, the best restaurant on the street is going to be Abba. I'm kind of biased because one of my best friends works here. But Abba is a Chicago imports to Austin. They do Mediterranean food. They have really good dips and drinks and kind of everything going on. Uchi, I haven't even been here. Uchi is known as the sushi experience of Austin. It's from this guy Tyson Cole. He's got Uchi, Uchi-ko, in along North Lamar. I haven't been here because I know it's one of the most expensive dining experiences in Austin, but everyone that I know who's been here says it's one of the best eating experiences they've ever had. So I figured I should throw it on the list. Soto, if you can get into Uchi, Soto is a really good alternate sushi spot. It's a bigger location. The sushi's really good. And yeah, it's put on the list. Odd Duck is really cool. That's another local hospitality group. They also have Sour Duck in East Austin. That's a really good bakery, coffee shop, lunch type hangout. So Odd Duck, high-end restaurant. They're the kinds of place you want to go with people because you're just going to get a lot of small plates. Everyone that goes here loves it. You'll thank me. Then on South First, I would say this is my favorite restaurant in South Austin. Elizabeth Street Cafe is a French Vietnamese restaurant. everything about it's cool. The ambiance, the decor, the food, the drinks, the energy there is all dialed in. I love going there. Further down, you have Le Noir. It's a really cozy, homey South First restaurant. Really cool backyard area. Good vermouth-based cocktail menu. And zooming a little bit out west, we'll get to Sway. Sway is an amazing Thai restaurant. Beautiful ambiance. Amazing food. Which is a really good place to hang out. I think you'll like this place a lot. So let's see what else I put on the radar. Getting into, there isn't a lot of options in like North and Central Austin, but foreign and domestic is a really cool, cozy, small restaurant in this residential North Loop neighborhood. I think it's a really cool spot to hang out in. The food's really good. Barley Swine on Burnett Road is one of the best restaurants in Austin. They do really good tasting menus. A little further up, you have another Tatsu-Ya classic dip, where they do Japanese hot pot meals here. It's a little expensive, but it's a really good experience. If you like anything Tatsu-Ya, that's a really good option. So that just about wraps up my fancy restaurant guide to Austin. Hopefully this was useful. If it was, hit me up on my website, tacostreetlocating.com, and hope to hear from you soon. See ya.